ride together,
we die together.
Bad marriage for life.
It felt like this was a
No, that's no. This is not the standard for marriage. Man, really, really good friends. You know what that means, right? It means that he was in there. Okay, he was in them cheeks, in the sugar walls, if you will. Really, really good friends with your son's best friend. You're a sick, twisted human being. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Find Your Formula Reaction. Now, today we're getting into this video by Jamari called The Deserved Downfall of Will Smith. Now, the last thing that we really recall about Will Smith is obviously gone upside Chris Rock's head. But since 2020, I mean, he's really been going through it with his husband, Jada. I mean, she's really been dragging him through the mud or raking him over the coals. And there's a lot of women screaming and saying that Will Smith is the type of man that they want. You know what I'm saying? It kind of seems like you see what happens when you're a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? You see it with Will Smith. You see it with Stephen Curry and how Ayesha Curry is going out saying that she never wanted to be married, never wanted to have kids. So these are the same men that women are saying are good men, and they're absolutely wrecking them. They're absolutely wrecking them. So if this is what being a good man is, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But hey, without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Yeah, what's up, baby? Yeah, this your suntan Superman.
Keep in mind, this was all after Will was already a Grammy Award-winning music artist. And after The Fresh Prince ended, he was considered one of the most popular actors on Earth from movies like I Am Legend, The Pursuit of Happiness, Hitch, 7 Pounds, Hancock, iRobot, and many more.
All go to movies. All go to movies. I can't think of a single bad movie that Will Smith has been in. I'm not saying there isn't one, but when I think like Will Smith, I automatically think I Am Legend. You know what I'm saying? I think Independence Day. I think The Pursuit of Happiness, like he said here in the video. Will Smith has been batting 1,000 right up until his marriage. He has a very prosperous and prominent career. But it goes to show what happens when you marry the wrong woman. It really goes to show what happens when you marry the wrong one. Not only that, his kids are talented too. You know what I'm saying? Jaden be having some songs that was pretty dope before he got all weird and feminine. And then Willow obviously has some good music too. So it's like he's doing good in the sense of like he's having a good run, but he just married the wrong woman, and that's all he's really known for nowadays. He's not known for the Grammys. Yeah, he'll always be known for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, sure. It's kind of like that show BoJack Horseman. I feel like we're watching real life BoJack Horseman happen through Will Smith, and it's sad.
Welcome to Earth.
He was the blockbuster guy with a very wide range of acting ability, and he also boasted a very clean image. His kids had talent.
Yeah, like I
Cole
said.
even wrote about wanting that Jada and that Will love.
Gotta lead those lyrics now.
But over the last couple of years, the erosion of his public image was really like nothing we had ever seen before. And it really all started on June 10th, 2020, when the pandemic was in full effect. Everyone was at their home online in their little jammies, and his wife Jada Pinkett Smith dropped the bomb that she had an affair with her son's very good friend, August Alsina.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah,
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And then I got
Really, really good friends. You know what that means, right? It means that he was in there. Okay, he was in them cheeks, in the sugar walls, if you will. Really, really good friends with your son's best friend. You're a sick, twisted human being. Yeah, you're a sick, twisted human being. Calling it a friendship, obviously the famous entanglement. There's all these words and hearsay for the heresy that the atrocities and the horrible things that you've done, transgressions. And I think she even was like, no, it's not a transgression. How is you sleeping with another man that's not your husband not a transgression, ma'am? Explain that to me in detail. Like this interview was really hard to watch because it was just like watching. It was like watching your favorite puppy just die, just get beaten to death. Will didn't stand up for himself at all. He didn't yell. He didn't. I mean, he was just like, yeah. So tell them about how you piped our sons, got piped by our son's friend. Let the people know. Give detail. Yeah, not a transgression. What would you call it? Like, no, bro. No, stand up for yourself. Fight back. Fight back, Will. Jeez.
Into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement.
Yes.
She would sit there going on and on about their entanglements while Will basically sat back looking like a sucker. Now at this time, I would say that most people felt compassion for Will more than anything. Yes, some people were still calling him a simp.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
I felt like this was a...
No, that's no. This is not the standard for marriage. Man, it's really sad. I'm gonna stop pausing the video so much after this. And if you don't have the attention span of an amoeba, just go ahead and fast forward because I'm gonna talk for a little bit. But it's really sad that this is the standard. You know what I'm saying? That this is the standard because I feel like this happens more often than it should. You can some women just do whatever they want. They marry a good dude, just do whatever they want. And expect that dude to stay. And if he stays, he gets made fun of by dudes. And if he leaves, women say that he just quit the marriage. And it's like, bro, if your woman cheats on you, leave her. Leave her. Will you lose everything in the divorce? You betcha. But you'll keep your dignity. And this is coming from someone who's not married. I've never been married. Will I get married eventually? Yeah, I'd like to. But not to no woman that's doing stuff like this. Badge marriage for life. Laughing it up. You kidding me? What? Man, all right. I'm going to let it rock for a full 60 seconds, so go ahead.
Public embarrassment of sorts, and so he still had like a massive support. People were really just against Jada.
You know, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And he was still making huge waves online as a content creator and coming out with some really good movies. And it wasn't until 2 years later when Will would have his major setback on March 27, 2020, deny the Academy Awards, when we would have the slap heard around the world, you know, him and Chris Rock.
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
And he would continue on to tell Chris to keep his wife's name out of his fucking mouth.
Wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
It was really awkward, no one knew if it was just part of the show, and things would get even more uncomfortable when Will would win the award for the best actor that year, going on stage and essentially rage crying to his heart's content.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
I feel like this is when many people kind of turned on Will. He would get banned from the Academy Awards for the next decade.
Got smacked in the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts.
And then months later, he would release a less than satisfying apology to Chris Rock.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable. And I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
Now, I would say since...
But here's the thing about that, right? That was 2 years of getting called a simp online, getting berated and belittled and emasculated in your own marriage. That Chris Rock just so happened to be the median for all of that, the sacrificial lamb, if you will. I don't really think that Will was mad at Chris when he smacked him. I think Will was mad at Will when he smacked him. I think that Will had enough of his life, honestly, and just kind of been like, you know what, man, I need something. I need something. Because let's say it was like, I don't know, like a Joe Rogan or something. Man, Will Smith would have been a memory. Joe Rogan would have, and then Will would have just turned into dust and vanished. That would have been it. You know what I'm saying? So I think when he smacked Chris, that was, like he said in the video, that was really kind of, people was looking at Will like, even Jada came out like right after that and was like, I don't need you to protect me. And if I would have had a problem with it, I would have said something about it.
hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
What viewers did not see at the time, while Oscar clips were being shown, was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And
Will.
what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
How unusual for Will, a guy who, I mean, on that kind of stage to do something so insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally out of character.
It's not him whatsoever.
And to Jada's surprise, she was also blamed. You became the bad guy. Look what Jada made him do. Jada rolled her eyes and look what he did. He ran up there and hit Chris.
Yeah.
Poor Will. That's what the narrative became.
Yeah.
Even furthering the embarrassment between Will. So now it was like, not only does he not have the people on his side, I mean, not only does, like, Jada, obviously, she's still in love with Tupac, right? But now he don't even got the people on his side. The people's looking at him like, bro, it was a joke. Like, the comedian said a joke and you got mad and smacked him. Ruined the whole show. At first, I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was real at all. And then I was like, oh, like, this was legit. Like, he actually got up and smacked dude for selling a joke. Like, and it wasn't even a bad joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke. She is bald. All right? She been bald for the longest time. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't even that big of a deal. Will just really overreacted. And I think that's what happens when men don't have any emotional control. You know what I'm saying? They act out like that. And if Chris Rock would have been somebody different, like I said, Will would have been pieced up immediately cooked. And we would have been having a whole different conversation.
Career has been a bit of a tailspin. It's like people were no longer interested in his movies, and really his latest pivot has been back to his music career.
Feel like I'm just getting started. They tried to finish me. I'm like the universe, infinite. There's no end in me. This is the bounce back.
And let me just tell you guys, it wasn't going very well. He released this single called Girls, and it sounded very, very outdated.
Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up, wait, pose.
And that's where we get to today's story, as he has been on a bit of a world tour. And so I was seeing these clips and I was like, damn, that looks hyped as hell. I mean, with him being an international icon for the last 2 decades, it was really no surprise that he could pack a large venue overseas. Especially when you consider the fact that he's kind of always been viewed as family-friendly entertainment. So he's posting all these clips from his shows, and people started to question this video he released of the crowd that was clearly AI, and some of these so-called AI fans were completely distorted. A lot of the signs just said things like, I love you, Will, or references to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But some also said things like, you can make it, help me survive cancer, while other signs had small things about them that the AI could not replicate the correct way. I mean, in general, Will has been dabbling with AI for years. Over time, he's posted countless AI videos made of him eating spaghetti to, I guess, document the rise in AI abilities. And he even talked about it here.
But as AI started to develop, someone put in the prompt of Will Smith eating spaghetti. So that was like, so just a random thing. So that became the test of the evolution of AI video. Is every couple of months they do a new prompt of Will Smith eating spaghetti. And the latest one is the first one that's absolutely perfect and photo real.
It's mad. I honestly, I was watching it earlier and I was like, I can't believe that's not you.
Yep. I'm still eating the spaghetti in 2025.
I mean, I'm sure Will look back on this one day and regret his digital footprint.
First of all, the advent of AI is crazy. The fact that AI is progressing as fast as it is actually quite frightening to me. It's actually quite frightening. And the reason why it's frightening is because it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. You can still tell in like that video, like, his eyes are a little bit far apart. The mouth looks a little bit weird. You can still tell that things are AI. But after a while, you're not going to be able to tell. And even now, like, old people get confused all the time. They're like, this is 100% real. Did you see that Japan is related? No, Mom, it's not real. All right? It's not. It's fake. But it's going to be after a while. It's like, honestly, I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell, so.
For 20% off. I mean, you have to admit, there is something awfully ironic about the guy who took down a militia of gone bad AI robots, turning to AI to make his career look more poppin' than it is 20 years later. It also led me to question what about his other videos is actually real, because this does appear to be a mixture of a real clip with some AI spice added to it, like this video of a brawl being thrown on stage.
There's kids here.
Like, was that real? Other things he posted were obviously just staged for the show, like when he picks two random fans from the crowd to break out into a sick-ass Carlton dance. I mean, the whole thing just opens everything he does up to speculation, and I really don't understand why do it when he clearly has real footage of some poppin'-ass shows that he's been doing. I mean, in my search of his AI adventures, I even found a video where someone made a mock trailer for I Am Legend 2, now co-starring Michael B. Jordan.
The virus is evolving.
It all just tells me that we are not too far away from everyone having access to AI that will appear so legitimate that you can make someone look like they are saying or doing something that they never said or did.
How do you feel about boarding the Titanic?
They say it's unsinkable. I just hope they don't charge extra for breathing air.
I mean, y'all might think it sounds dumb, but there is someone's grandma out here that thinks that is 100% real. And obviously that's going to be very dangerous. I mean, honestly, if common people have access to this, I can only imagine how long this tool has been used to deceive the public, maintain social control, and promote propaganda against individuals and even entire countries. I mean, recently there were even AI tributes made and shown at concerts of the late great Ozzy Osbourne, where he is featured in heaven with the likes of Kurt Cobain, XXXTentacion, Michael Jackson, and Tupac. People also found this insanely disrespectful. Like this guy, Rod Stewart, it was his concert.
I mean,
and he had
the thing though about AI, it's just like anything else. We're kind of getting off topic about the demise of Will Smith, but it is interesting that Will Smith, it really seems like he's trying to relive his glory days with today's technology. You know, if he is using AI to kind of fluff up the shows and make it look more popular than it is, the only reason why he could be doing that is because, again, he's trying to relive the glory days. You know, when he first met Jada wasn't on the level that Will was. Will was like a mega star, and Jada was just kind of like known. You know what I mean? And now over the years, it's kind of tipped the scales. Of Will was here and Jada was here. It's kind of gone in this regard now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like who's known for what. And like you said in the video, the Red Table Talk really kind of pushed that over perspective, put that into perspective. What I really want you guys to learn and know from this is like, don't marry the wrong woman. Marrying the wrong woman will absolutely crumble the kingdom and will ruin your career. All right. From slapping Chris Rock to getting embarrassed on the internet with the Red Table Talk shenanigans, like it just hasn't been good for Will. And then like the whole raps, they just come off as corny and they come off as cheesy. And it's kind of hard to watch this happen. You know, I think Will Smith, what you do when you're Will Smith, you have a good long career, you make a bunch of movies, you retire, then maybe, I don't know, you like host a radio show or do commercials to inspire the people, to inspire like that audience that you had beforehand. But to watch Will go out like this, it is kind of sad. And I hope that he, I don't know, like I would say turn it around, I guess, but I hope that he knows that he doesn't have to try to relive the glory days. He's kind of like living in a position now where he's like going through a midlife crisis, but it's publicized. And I hope that's not the case, man. I hope that's not the case. I hope that he is mentally well And I wish him nothing but the best, because Will Smith is one of those people where it's like, man, you know, Will Smith movie dropped. Like, it was cool. And the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air will always have a special place in my heart and in my household. So, but hey guys, look, that's all I have for the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, the best way to help out the channel is to watch another one of the videos that you see popping up on the screen right now. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.